Welcome back, warrior. Can I just tell you something? You are doing better than you think you are. Like, I just need you to know that. It's just one of those things you need to know. That's it. That's it. And now we can read Exodus chapter 6. Because we're not motivated by guilt trips, but we are motivated by seeing our progress, you know? And when we can see our progress, we're able to experience more wins, and more confidence to continue to go. Okay, so Exodus chapter 6, preface, chapter summary is, the Lord identifies himself as Jehovah. The genealogies of Reuben, Simeon, and Levi are listed. Okay. The Lord said unto Moses, now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. But this is where it makes me sad, okay? And God spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Lord, and I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. By my name, Jehovah, was I not known to them. Okay, so the last words Moses had spoken to the Lord were, for since I came to Pharaoh to speak thy name, he hath done evil unto this people, right? So he was like super sad that everything got worse when he actually went to speak with Pharaoh, even though the Lord was like, oh yeah, we're going to be delivering these people. But you got to stick with the Lord through the hard stuff, you know, because it's not going to be so easy. Because if it was easy, then why would you even need the Lord? You know, like that's, so it's what Sister Camille Johnson said. You can do hard with Jesus or you can do hard alone. But doing hard with Jesus is going to be so much better, right? So Moses is sticking with the Lord, and he's like, fine, you know. The Lord was not just delivering his people, but he was going to show them that it was the Lord alone who delivered them, right? So the Lord is very specific about, and he's very intentional about the things that he does. And so he's very specific about how he wants to use us. And sometimes we don't like that. And we're like, oh, actually, can we like not do it that way? You know? And so it's one of those things that it's like a struggle, right? And we end up struggling with ourselves to finally give in and hand our will over to the Lord, right? So their faith will grow because of what they will witness. The Lord declared that miracles were about to happen. And I love that President Nelson's always like, expect miracles, right? Like, just like always expect miracles. And I think that's like a great way to live, right? It was about to begin. Then the Lord reminded Moses of many critical truths to remember. He is the Lord. He is the same Lord who appeared to Moses' fathers. He has established his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He promised them the land of promise, and he always fulfills his promises. Therefore, Israel must be released from Egypt, or as the Lord put it, I will redeem you with the stretched out arm. The word redeem means to the word redeem means to resume a claim or to reclaim. The Lord has chosen Israel and he will reclaim them. Okay, so sorry, we didn't even go to that far. So we're at verse 4. And I have also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers. Okay, so remember they left Canaan because of the famine, and then they dwelt in Egypt for 400 plus years. And now this is when, like, now the Lord's like, well, actually, you got to go back. Right? Who knows what Canaan is like now? We'll find out. Okay, and verse 6. Wherefore say unto the verse 5. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage. And I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. Okay, so he's also not doing everything right away. You know, we always want the Lord to do things right away for us, right? And you might think, well, the Israelites have been there for so long under this bondage and stuff, but not quite long enough, obviously, and because they have still not been delivered. And so the Lord is refining us, and sadly, it's always at the last minute, right before we feel like that's it, we can't go further, we're literally about to die, and that's what people say about the rock bottom, right? And then that's when the Lord comes in, because I think it's mainly for us to see how long we will stick with the Lord, right? Like, how long will you continue to trust in the Lord? Or how long will it be before you just give up on him, right? And that's something that we need to find out for ourselves, right? The Lord knows. And so it's something that we need to see for ourselves. And so are we going to be the kind of person that is stay until the end? You know, we're the all-in type of people, or are we like, oh, we're only in if good things happen and we're out if bad things happen, right? So I don't feel like that's being a consistent person. But again, there's lots of trials that we go through in life, and it could be one trial, you know, knocks us down and makes us feel like God is not there. We are all alone, and we succumb to those things that Satan is feeding us. And then the next trial could lead us back to Christ. And so it's just one of those things where you just never know, because the Lord is always, I love this. The Lord is what Elder Karen says, is in relentless pursuit of us. And so he's going to try multiple ways. So anyway, I love that. Okay, verse 8. And I will bring you unto the land concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And I will give it to you for an heritage. I am the Lord. Okay, so there's a quote from President Joseph Fielding Smith about verse 6, and he used it to teach that even though the early saints in this dispensation were chased out of Jackson County, it will be reclaimed. Notice how he taught in the below quote, so I will read that, that the saints will experience hardships and they will see the glory of their deliverance. Ooh, there was something that I heard yesterday, but now I cannot remember it. So I should have wrote it down. Okay, next time. So here's a quote. Now it is quite possible that the Lord will raise up somebody in the future who will be powerful and mighty to lead the people to rebuild the waste places of Zion. But when he does, the power of God, which has been manifested in the leading of this people in the past, will not be forgotten or despised, but will be more apparent to future generations than this, and will be regarded quite as remarkable and as wonderful as anything that will occur in the future to them that participate in the scene. When God leads the people back to Jackson County, how will he do it? Let me picture to you how some of us may be gathered and led to Jackson County. I think I see 200,000 or 300,000 people wending their way across the Great Plain, enduring the nameless hardships of the journey, herding and guarding their cattle by day and by night, and defending themselves and little ones from the foes of the right hand, on the right hand and on the left, as when they came here. They will find the journey back to Jackson County will be as real as when they came out here. Now mark it, and though you be led by the power of God with a stretched out arm, it will not be more manifest than the leading the people out here to those that participate in it. They will think there are a great many hardships to endure in this manifestation of the power of God, and it will be left, perhaps, to their children to see the glory of their deliverance, just as it is left for us to see the glory of our former deliverance from the hands of those that sought to destroy us. End quote. So basically, we're just going to have a lot of hardships, and only our children will be able to see the deliverance. Great. Don't you love that? So, such good news. And then this is by President Joseph F. Smith, Journal of Discourses, Volume 24. Okay. verse 9. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Go in, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out of his land. And Moses spake before the Lord, saying, Behold, the children of Israel have not hearkened unto me. How then shall Pharaoh hear me, who am of circumcised lips? And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, and gave them a charge unto the children of Israel and Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Okay, we're on verse 14. Hold on. Sometimes I need to peek at how long the chapters are. Okay. And these be the heads of their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok and Palu, Hezron and Carmi. And these be the families of Reuben. And the sons of Simeon, Jemuel and Jamin, Ohad and Jachin, and Zohar and Shaul, the son of a Canaanitish woman. These are the families of Simeon. And these are the names of the sons of Levi, according to their generations, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And the years of the life of Levi were 137 years. The sons of Gershon, Libni and Shimi, according to their families. And the sons of Kohath, Amram and Izhar, and Hebron, and Uzziel. And the years of the life of Kohath were 133 years. And the sons of, he lived a long time. And the sons of Merari, Mahali and Mushi. These are the families of Levi, according to their generations. And Amram took him Jochebed. Okay, so somehow we missed some reading. I'm gonna just keep going because I think it was because I got a phone call and it stopped. But because it's currently on, somehow it ends up cutting off my video. I don't know, because I have turned off all the things. But anyway, so we're on verse 21 now. Actually, I'm gonna go to 20 because I like that one. And Amram took him Jochebed, his father's sister, to wife, and she bare him Aaron and Moses and Moses's and the years, and she bare him Aaron and Moses. Okay. And the years of life of Amram were 137 years. And the sons of Izhar, Korah and Nepheg and Zikri, and the sons of Uzziel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and Zithri. And Aaron took him Elisheba, daughter of Aminadab, sister of Nahshon, to wife, and she bare him Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And the sons of Korah, Asir and Elkanah, Abiashaph. These are the families of the Korahites. And Eleazar, Aaron's son, took him one of the daughters of Putiel to wife, and she bare him Phinehas. That's awesome. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites according to their families. Actually, I really like Phineas and Ferb, the show. It's so good. For kids, it's great. Anyway, let's keep going. These are that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt according to their armies. So they had armies of people. And these are they which spake to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring out the children of Israel from Egypt. These are that Moses and Aaron. And it came to pass that the day when the Lord spake unto Moses in the land of Egypt, that the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Lord, speak thou unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say unto thee. And Moses said before the Lord, Behold, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me? Okay, so Moses is experiencing still some uncertainty, some not confidence, whatever. What's the opposite of confidence? I can't think of the word. So anyway, heads of houses. So this was the genealogy and shows families within the Israelites, or a collection of families with a head of or chief. This genealogy shows that Moses and Aaron were part of the house of Israel through the tribe of Levi. After identifying Aaron and Moses' heritage, the scripture states, These are that Aaron and Moses to whom the Lord said, Bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt. So So they, that was them. So I think we're just trying to confirm that. And these were uncertain times. The Hebrews wavered. Moses voiced his own sense of inadequacy. That's what it is. Opposite of confidence is inadequacy. And yet the Lord repeatedly declared that he would bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Now, I think it's awesome how Moses, even though he is totally feeling inadequate, he's still going to go and do, And let's see. This is Moses' own record. So after recording his family's history, he returns to the charge that the Lord gave him and Moses. Let's read it again. He returns to the charge that the Lord gave him and Moses' feelings about it. The Lord, Moses asked, "Behold, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me?" Right? And he can say that because he already didn't. And so he's just wondering what's going on. The Joseph Smith translation clarifies the true meaning of to be the same feelings that Moses had expressed prior, that he was of stammering lips and slow of speech. All of this is repeated to prepare us for what will happen in the next chapter. Sometimes we too feel inadequate to meet the demands of our times and our callings, of course. And so we can take courage from the words of Scripture. We can take comfort from the words of Elder Aroldo B. Cavalcanti, who spoke to missionaries in this talk, but the truths can apply in our lives. Okay, so we're just going to read a little bit of this. Quote, "Perhaps you feel insecure like Jeremiah did and want to say, 'I cannot speak, for I am a child.' You might even see your personal shortcomings and want to cry out like Moses did, 'Oh my Lord, I am not eloquent, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.' If any of you, beloved and mighty young men and women, is having a thought like this right now, remember that the Lord has answered, 'Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.' And he promises, 'Therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth and teach thee what thou shalt say.'" End quote. So he's basically trying to help encourage all of us in knowing that A, we're not the first people that ever thought of this, and B, that Lord already answered this concern, and it's that he's going to be with us always, right? And that's Elder Aroldo B. Cavalcanti. The wind did never cease to blow, October 2024 General Conference. So what would you repeat to Moses that the Lord has already said to him? That is so powerful. Also, I forgot my Read It, Live It, so we're going to go grab it. Okay, here it is, our Read It, Live It for today. And the end of Exodus chapter 6 says, "I will redeem you with a stretched out arm." Ooh, that's good. So God's promises are personal, not distant, not generic, personal and powerful. That is true. Watch for his outstretched arm. Ooh, and that kind of goes with that quote from Elder Kieran about the fact that the Lord is in relentless pursuit of us. And I wholeheartely believe that. And I've seen that in my life many times. So I really need to start writing stuff because I keep getting ideas of like the quotes, but I don't remember them. Anyway, it's totally great. So that is it for Exodus chapter 6. And really quick, wanted to share our Warrior Letter Snail Mail Club. It's our mini trauma kit snail mail club here that we're doing, and it's going to have a letter from me, and then a fellow warrior sister. So if you're experiencing any kind of trauma, or you need a little help getting unstuck, because some of that pain can be so real and the torture is real from the adversary, you're going to want this to help. It's just like a little bit of encouragement, help you not feel so alone. So we have some journal prompts here, and then we open it up and look at this beautiful art, 5x6 that you can frame, put it in anywhere that you'd like. And then on the back we put the crush framework and basically the steps that and process that it takes to accelerate our healing with Christ. And then we have some goodies. Hopefully I don't drop any. We're going to have a sticker. This one I ordered already. It has not come in yet, so I'm really excited about this. And it's going to look different. It's not going to be square. It's going to be like all cut out or whatever. All right. And then we are going to have a mixtape. And then on the back, it has battle cries, meaning like affirmation statements of control, future statements. These will be able to fit in your wallet so that when you are triggered or whatever, you have this and you can use it. You can recite things immediately when you need that strength. Okay. And then we're including some other stickers too, just because stickers are so fun. So you can put those in your journal, everything. So, these will vary each month, but we have like a focus every month. Okay. And so this is a bookmark with quotes because we want to keep our education up. We want to keep learning. We want to keep growing and progressing. And I strongly believe in that. And that's how we're going to overcome the adversary's tactics. Okay. And then something super easy, because I know that when we are stuck in our pain, it is hard to feed the children. And this is a super easy recipe. So we're going to include easy recipes that are like 5-6 ingredients tops, or 3, like the less ingredients, the better, right? Then we have a self-care bingo to kind of keep us on track, keep us thinking, and to help us track our progress, right? Because sometimes we do the self-care things and we don't track them. And so I believe that tracking our progress is so key into providing that confidence that we need. And then we have inside the letter is, I also included my story, and that way we can connect through our stories, right? And because I'm being vulnerable. This is a waterproof sticky that goes on your mirror. It's so fun. Look at this. It's just like so cool, and you can stick it right there. And so I feel like we need reminders on our mirror all the time of who we are and what we can accomplish, what we can do with our lives with Christ. Okay. And then, some challenge questions at the bottom that you can fill out, because this is all about moving through our pain, right? Processing our pain, moving through our pain so that we can experience growth, power, purpose. Okay. And then we have our Dallin H. Oaks talks for all the talks he's ever given at General Conference, and then a bonus BYU talk at the bottom. And then here we are on the back. It is ways to process our pain. Gives you ideas for how to do that in a safe way. All right. And that is it. Then we're going to put it back together and we will have it ready to go. We're going to put it all in a fun envelope for all the goodies, because I want to make sure that you get all your goodies, and because we need strength. I wish I would have had this when I was going through all of my pain. At the beginning, it's so much worse at the beginning. But we can do hard with Jesus, or we can do hard alone. And this is hard. This is doing with Jesus, because everything is scripture-centered, Christ-centered, mini trauma kit healing. So mini healing trauma kit, snail mail club. So anyway, I am so excited to get you the first one. So go to lindawinegar.com and sign up. Until Exodus chapter 7. Stay strong, warrior. Did I say chapter 6? Until Exodus chapter 7.